I'm Ira Winklar, President of Secure Mentem and author of Advanced Persistent Security. Most people think the moral of The Wizard of Oz is there's no place like home. The real moral is you have what you're looking for, you just don't know it or know how to use it. And that's frankly true of security. There's more than enough to keep people reasonably secure, readily available to them if it's not already available to them. The problem is people don't know it's there, know to turn it on, or even if they know it's there, they might not know how to use it properly. And that's kind of what the movie principle is about, where you have what you're looking for, you just don't know how to use it. And it's the same thing again with security.
You gave us 10 points, what we are to do. What should we do?
Okay, as far as the 10 points go, not having my slides in front of me to know exactly what they are. In the first place, you got to know what your problems are. You got to go ahead and figure out, for example, who are the bad guys, what are the methods they're going to use, and know how to stop it. You've got to know how to basically secure your information systems. There's plenty of security already available to you. You just got to know how to turn it on. So for example, are you going to share your computer appropriately? Like how many people leave their cell phone wide open when it should be closed, as an example? You, for example, also got to know to do automatic updates. So once you secure it properly, you got to maintain it properly. So that's another aspect, you know, automatically update the software as new updates come out, because most of them are security related. That's critical. You also got to make sure you have good governance in place if you're an organization. Governance are policies, procedures, guidelines, standards, and it's supposed to tell how you commit or how you conduct business practices. And the thing is, those business practices should be well defined and should have their security protocols built into it. And people should know that just being secure is just a standard part of how they do business on a regular basis. Another thing I gave is don't blame the user, because if a user can take down your network sucks. There's no way around it. The problem is that if a user can, for example, click on an email and install ransomware on the system, that means that in the first place you allowed the ransomware to get to the user, and in the second place you gave the user the authority to download software on the system, and no individual user should have that authority. That should be limited to administrators requiring administrator passwords, as an example. And so that's another case. Another thing is to make sure you stay informed. So we got to keep people informed, so that means that you go ahead, if you're an IT professional, you go ahead and you stay up to date, you do reading to make sure you know what's going on, and so on. That's the gist of the 10 points. If you are the average person, the first thing you should do is make sure that you are running the latest version of the software on your system. Make sure applications are allowed to update themselves. If you run an iPhone, iPhones frequently come out with operating system updates, and you know, Apple is actually pretty good at letting you know about that to get that out. Unfortunately, people who are running the Droid operating system from Google, Android phones are not, the updates aren't pushed out as frequently or as well as with the iPhones. So if you're running a Droid operating system, you got to make sure that you update your operating system whenever a new release is made available. And then obviously, watch where you get your software from. Make sure you trust who you get it from. You should only get it from legitimate sources, not just download random cool programs. It's a very common attack on the internet, for example, with apps. What happens is people go ahead and there's a popular app as an example, and criminals will try to get you to download their version of the app instead of the official version of the app, and that's a big problem.